And if that's what they want to do, who are we as grown men to tell them what they can or can't do? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of look at stuff. I don't really take offense to shit, bro. I just do me. I know what I do on a day-to-day basis, and I work my fucking ass off doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to back to that comment, bro. That wasn't to you. I'm just saying, how a lot of studs is being, used a lot. They overuse. Like say for Crown. You know what I mean? I get we gotta make money, but you know what I mean? Money is not everything when you stud out the market becomes saturated, and then people wonder why they can't sell puppies. You know what I mean? Because
I mean,
everybody got the same
but
shit.
shouldn't that be the consumer's responsibility? You feel me, to see that?
Yeah, but the bully game, bro, it's a big circle. You know what I mean? The money make the bully game keep circulating. But if the value of these dogs keep going down and everybody got the same shit,
I
it's
don't
really
think the
not
value.
holding no
I
value,
don't
right?
think the value of
I
the
don't
dog is
think
going
it's
down.
the value. I think it's the guys that ain't been around long enough to understand what it was like before PPP, what it was
Okay.
like before all of these things. The game's kind of what's happening is I mean, you see people falling off every day. You just seen Efron Blanco just leave the game. You know what I mean? That's a dude. I can't say he's a major producer, but he's definitely a guy who brought a lot of exclusive blood from overseas. He worked it. He made a lot of money off it. He did a lot of business with George, and he made some M's in this game. And he's out. You know what I mean? Some people can't cut it after a long time. This is not fucking easy, bro. But I think really what's happening right now is some people, not all people, some people are seeing a depression and a devaluation in the puppies and stuff like that. And that's because you're tapering out a lot of the breeders that are falling off now. You know, you're getting people out the way and things are kind of going back to normal. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
took
to
some
where it used to
time.
be.
It took some time, bro. It took some time to get it back to where it's at now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you was in that era back then when we was making, decent amount of money, selling out. Like I said, this shit is kind of new to me because we wasn't buying dogs overseas. Overseas people were buying dogs for us, at the time when I when I was doing what I was doing, you know what I mean? But
They coming back
now,
for their money now.
yeah, I think it's history repeating itself all over again, and I'm pretty sure we'll be doing the same thing in the next 5 years, selling their shit back to them, well, which is our shit already because they got it from us.
Well, I don't think
So
5 years, because you got to remember, bro, we've been selling shit to them since the start of this
yeah,
game back
I
in the
know.
early 2000s. And
I'm just
finally,
saying right now they on a run, bro. Everybody importing China dogs. Uh, the Europe dogs over here. You know what I mean? So I think some people coming back, they getting their money back. You know what I mean? They getting they just do so. But I think maybe within the next couple of years, bro, we'll be selling back, to overseas because a lot of people trying to incorporate a bunch of shit, man.
I don't think I don't think we will, bro. And my reasons for
You don't
feeling
think
that,
so?
nah, because think about it, we're buying everything that they got that they've used already a lot. You feel me? We're not just buying some new puppy that they don't already have the blood to. Think about how many times they didn't collect it off of these dogs before they even shipped
Yeah,
them.
bro. But listen though, okay. Listen though, Rob. Shit, man. This is where the shit first started. We the foundation, bro, and we going back and getting shit that the old OG sold over there to incorporate it with the shit that we got going on now. 9 times out of 10, we gonna come up with something way better than them because guess what? We know how to work this shit.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it'll never happen. I'm saying 5 years. I don't see that.
What you think, Zach?
I mean, my personal opinion, I mean, when you really look at this, and I know a lot of fucking people, right? At the end of the day, and I got a lot of little outsources of people. They breed a completely different style exotic over there than us. Like you'll see them come over. You seen Vito last year sell for $150,000, right? Vito was a dog that was in California that wasn't being used, but it fit their caliber, the style of dog they want to use, and that style of dog is not what we like right now. So it just all depends, bro. I mean, if you really pay attention, I'm not saying everybody. I haven't even got to see your page or the imports that you bring in, but if you look at them, a large portion of the studs they're sending over here, it's their sloppy, exaggerated stuff. It's the shit that they didn't want. It's the shit that they wanted to rid. You know what I mean? But the shit that still is kind of moving and flowing over here. You know what I mean? And over there, you know, a facility over here, a big facility, somebody, and I'm talking about a big facility, somebody might have 40 or 50 dogs, right? And their facilities over there, they got 250 to 350 dogs in a facility.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
understand what I'm saying? It's a big difference, but they also are into a lot cleaner dog. They're into a big difference in the style of dog. Like a lot of people over here want fronts. Over there, they don't care about fronts like that. You know what I mean? They might make a picture for you that makes it look like fronts just to give you some sex appeal before you buy a dog over here. But it's really not their style dog. You understand what I'm saying? They're into, uh, in my opinion, a different style dog. The dogs you see being sold back over here are a little bit sloppier, a little bit off edge of what they want. And if it does come over here and it's what we like, they really had to pay some money for it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. No, I agree. People will have to produce 2025 imports to be outplayed after this last wave. If you know what the fuck you doing, man, you got a lot of people that's coming back, man, that took a break. You know what I mean? Like Roger. Roger's another person, bro, from Gotti Line. You know what I mean? He was known for creating crazy, freaky dogs, right, Rob?
Yeah, he was known for years. I mean, and then he got
But
into
we,
Frenchie's heavy because he got sick and tired of the Bulls. Now he's back to the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how far he takes it and how
I,
far he
I,
wants to get involved into it.
I don't think Roger's gonna go far right now. I don't. You feel me? And this is why though.
Nah, be quiet, be quiet.
Hold on. Let me know for real. Hear me out
Hell
here.
no.
No, hear me out here, bro. Hear me out here. He's not used to this type of bullshit that we're involved in now. Number one, and number two, bro. The new people barely know him, and they're not gonna respect what he's done in the past. Like while we may respect what he's done in the past, most of these people will not. You feel me? And then you have to look at what he's coming back in with. He's coming back in with what's the name shit,
Uh,
which now throws him even more in the hot seat, like right in the middle of the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And most people don't want to deal with that. So once some people, like I've seen people, Frenchie breeders, come over here and like, yeah, nah, I'm cool off this shit. You feel me? It happens. And I've seen people get in this game that breed other dogs or even have, businesses surrounding dogs that jump into this game and be like, nah, I can't deal with this. You feel me? Because you got to think about this. Think about somebody who's been conducting business their whole life, come from a business background, never even had a fight in their life, jump in this game and be honest with somebody, and next thing you know, bro, I'm gonna kill your kids. This motherfucker's getting out fast. You feel me? And
Roger's a very educated person, though. He knows what he's coming into, and I think he's testing the waters. I think that's really what it is. I think in due time, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But he is a phenomenal breeder. He's done a lot for the game. He went over to the Frenchies. He smashed it. He killed it. He's doing really well. Now it's just time to see how far he wants to come back into the bullies. And with that, only time will tell. You know what I mean?
yeah, because can you imagine breeding dogs peacefully and then coming over here?
yeah, with all the shit.
You feel me?
There's a lot of OG breeders that have selective audiences, right? You don't see Sing with El Toro Loco or any of these guys jumping on lives and
For sure.
doing it this way. They stay in their own lane, clearing M's a year, selling dogs overseas, selling dogs to the community, selling dogs to Canada, and they don't have to do nothing but show you what they produce, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of these guys, though, that don't interact with society in the bully game because they know it's not for them. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of those breeders, bro. So you can't take that shit away from people, bro. There's plenty of breeders in this game that have a
So do you
selected
think you got to be
audience.
present? Do you think you got to be present because do you think you got to be present on social media now because that's what I was
I
saying.
don't think he has to because he's the type of guy that knows what the fuck he's doing. You know what I mean? And he's got a selected audience. You know what I'm saying? I would guarantee you if I tell you like this, there's 50 people out here. I guarantee you in the comments, 48 people didn't know him just before he bought that dog. Roger's an
I can agree.
It's a lot of
I could agree.
people, man, that don't know, certain breeders, bro. Because I'm one of them. I have sold a lot of dogs out of the country, and I don't have to post them like that. But when you've been doing business for a long time, you build a clientele with certain people,
Exactly.
For
and some
sure.
of them repeat.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Most of your customers, once you get deep in this game, are gonna be repeat customers. You know what I'm saying? That's where you build your business. Your basis of a selected audience, right? You got your selected audience then, and that's what these guys have and have accomplished. And it sounds like you've done the same thing. You got a selective audience. You don't have to boast. Promotion is always good, but that's for the newer breeders coming in. People even like me, I'm still gonna promote my ass off because I've not been in exotics for 10 years. You know what I mean? I sat back for 4 years and watched the game before I even decided to get back into the dogs. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think Roger's just fine, bro. I mean,
Yeah, I
Roger's
think
a
so
real breeder.
Sure.
too.
It's just how
I'm
he
glad he
handles
back.
it and how he wants to do it. You know what I mean? I think that's all it comes down to.
Yeah, I think we have a notion that that we have to go live and be in all of this bullshit to promote our dogs, and we have to get this community outside of the aesthetics of all promotion is good promotions. That is far from the truth. If all promotions was good promotions, bro, people wouldn't have PR reps. You feel me? I mean, they definitely would. So we have to get back to the
The,
promotion in a quality fashion.
the biggest thing about these lives, bro, I'll tell you, because I've done them for years now, right? I was doing them back when Big Will was still alive and stuff like that, going back 4.5 years ago and stuff, and having fun with this shit. To the normal person, lives, do you know what lives are for? It's not to sell. Some of the people now know how to work it and make money with it, but most of it's just people trying to get followers, bro. That's really
Yep.
all it is. People just trying to get followers, and that's really the basis of it. You gotta interpret who's on the live and who's giving you information, and that's what sucks for the younger community or the newer breeders coming into the game, because they'll listen to a live and they'll believe the first thing they hear because they don't know any better. And if you go like my storyline today, I just went on a rant about that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta really understand who you're retaining your information from, with people. You know what I mean? You have to understand that. And the information that you receive and you take, if you go off of that, it could lead you in the complete wrong. It could be a fucking disaster. Put it that way.
And also, there's a
You
lot
can.
of people on here with followers, bro, that don't sell dogs. See, people have to realize, bro, there's a such thing as a quality customer too. A quality follower. Is this person following you because I said some funny shit and I don't like Zag, so they don't like Zag, so now he follows me? You feel me? Or is he following me because he likes my dogs?
Well,
Yeah. I
I think
mean,
now man, it's almost like a popularity contest, man, or who can keep up the most shit to
this
get
is
the
the
views,
this
man. Because
is
I
the
see,
thing though. This is the thing though. When you look at this, you can look at it from that point of view, right? Who can get the most people on the live? Who can do this? Who can do that? Popularity, right? But see, the thing is these dogs all still got to sell at the end of the day. You still
that's
got to sell stud
true.
fish. You still got to do all of these things. These lives will only take you so far, and just trust me when I tell you that, because I've been a part of that shit, bro, for years, and it didn't do nothing for me. I think on this page itself, bro, because I went through 7 pages in fucking goddamn 2 years, right? This is my seventh page in 2 years. This page
Damn,
was
bro.
even based off of fucking lives. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on lives here and there. You don't even see me go. I think this is the first time I've been on live, bro, in probably a month. I don't really get on live a ton no more because there is so much bullshit. I love getting into dog conversations now. I love to see dogs, and every once in a blue moon we'll do some stack offs or something, or see some dogs or bullshit, have some laughs. But other than that, man, they can have the bullshit, bro. At the end of the
And, and,
day.
and that's where I'm at, bro. Because I told Santiago this like 2 weeks ago. I've been on Instagram forever, bro, and I never jumped on live before until Santiago and I think Cam. You know what I mean? Because the conversation was interesting. About dogs because I'm a dog breeder. I'm not trying to come on here to be arguing and fussing with no another grown man. Hell no,
Well,
I ain't got
see,
time for that.
the
That don't make
lives,
nobody no money.
yeah, mean, it could, but that's a whole nother conversation. But but for the most part, if I drop a live on my page on Instagram, bro, I might get 10, 12, 15 people. But yet and still, Marshmallow Whole Litter is going to be sold for a nice piece of change. That should prove to some people that those live numbers doesn't matter when nobody's actually like your dogs. They may fuck with you, but they don't like your dogs. They may think you're funny. They may think you're an asshole. I mean, people follow you for several different reasons. People may follow you just because you're in the box. Never even seen your
That's
dog.
true.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
I think that's really what it comes down to. Lives just run on followers. I mean, I know guys on Facebook, and it's another thing I posted on Facebook because I've been playing with Facebook a little bit more, but Facebook's a little bit more annoying to me. You know what I'm saying? But
But
I
what?
posted
See,
it right.
You don't
I
think
feel,
I mean,
I feel that
you
way
ain't never
about
sold no puppies
Instagram,
off of
bro.
there?
I feel that way about Instagram.
well,
What
Instagram. The
do you
only thing I
prefer,
like about
my,
this
my,
stuff
my
is
friend?
that you can interact with more people, right? More people can see what you're doing. You're exposed more to a wider horizon of clientele and potential customers, right? Facebook can really hold you in, and then when you go to Facebook, there's you might just you might want to debate this, but I don't really want to debate it. But when you go to Facebook, it's a wider horizon of clientele.
What's up?
Yeah, very interesting conversation, guys.
Yeah, see, Facebook wasn't fucking with Zag on that one, bro. Instagram was like, nah, bro, don't even do it.
Man, see, I kind of got a different experience
No,
because I
this
gonna
is
sold I gonna
this.
sold majority of my dogs on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook, bro. I really never sold a dog off of
Well,
Instagram.
no, but see, when you listen to what Zag is saying, I kind of have to agree. Now, I'm a Facebook dude, but the reason I agree, because if you listen to Zag talk, that's because he be on Instagram most of the time. If you listen to me talk, that's because I be on Facebook most of the time. So everything he was about to say about Facebook is the same way I feel about
Yeah,
Instagram.
I agree. Cause
You
I,
feel me?
I think I think Instagram is ratchet. I think it's for more entertainment than anything. I think Facebook is more business oriented.
Nah, it's bullshit everywhere, bro. To be honest with you, it is.
I don't see none of that. You know what I mean? I sell dogs on Facebook, man, all the time.
I mean,
So I don't know.
hey, I could show if you want to see the drama in the bullshit, I could send it to
Nah,
you. Trust me,
nah.
it's there.
Hell no.
It's there. I think the same thing that happens on Instagram, bro. Trust me, is the same shit that happens on Facebook. Believe me, bro. It truly is. I think it's just where you are predominantly is what makes you feel okay. Because you got to think about it. Zag is on Instagram. A lot of people on IG respect Zag, got love for Zag. So when Zag comes over on Instagram, he's the big dog. You feel me? Now he goes to Facebook and all it is bullshit. You
No, I wouldn't really call it bullshit. My main thing was is just easier to promote and get out there on Instagram. That was more of, and there's more politics, and you gotta listen to more crybaby stories on fucking Facebook. I gotta stroll through, and
I
people
agree.
posting dead dogs and dead puppies and doing all
Yeah.
this shit and crying about all their fucking losses and crying
Well,
about
but
how
you got to understand what
breeding
Facebook was
dogs is.
Facebook was originally for. Facebook was originally to be able to communicate in any fashion you could. Instagram was built for pictures
Yeah,
and
it went
video.
from
You feel me?
newspapers and magazines to Facebook. No, I get it for sure. But I just, my thing is, bro, I click on Facebook right now, it's
So
gonna
let
be somebody
me
fucking
ask you this,
complaining
Zach.
or
So
fucking crying.
what most of your clients coming from? Instagram or Facebook?
Believe it or not, mainly Instagram, but a lot from Facebook as well.
See, that's why I was trying to
Oh,
tell you all
I
that I have sold
I
all my
agree.
dogs out the country off of Facebook,
Well,
not
see,
Instagram.
a lot of
You know
people.
why that is, though, right? You want me to break it down for you?
Go
You know
ahead.
why
I'm
most
listening.
of those sales are off of Facebook? So in Asian culture, and this is straight from multiple mouths of big dogs over there. And when you go over into the Asian culture or anything like that, or even the UK, Facebook was for men, Instagram is for women. You know what I'm saying? It was always that way. Facebook, like people over there, they seen Instagram as bitches and models and
Yeah.
fucking titties and asses and shaking your ass and everything else. But what you've noticed now is a lot of the big overseas buyers are now on Instagram and going at it pretty fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's because they realize now they have a wider horizon over here to reach to more people, right? But on Facebook, that's their culture. Facebook, like if you had an Instagram, I mean, I don't want to use no bad words, you know what I'm saying? Because it's Santiago's lie, but they looked at you like
A bitch.
like faggot, like a fucking faggot, pretty much. If you was on Instagram, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A
but can
lot
you
of
blame
people didn't know
them?
that
Look
shit.
at look at
No,
how a lot of these dudes over here act though.
well, it's not how the people act. It's not so much how they act. It's just it was meant for women,
Yeah,
bro. You know what I'm
No,
yeah,
saying?
I
That's
I no, I
you're
agree.
right. You're
I
right,
think it
my
was
friend.
I think it was mainly like selfies and shit that you used to post. I mean,
Well,
that
but see,
But
you
you
females used to
gotta
also
post.
realize too, Instagram never really started popping, bro, to like the past 3.5 years. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Before it
right.
was Facebook. I mean, a lot of even the OG breeders, anything, bro, nobody's really. I mean, I remember I came over to Instagram, I started playing with it, and there wasn't a lot of people over here, bro. There was people doing it, and then the live started slowly increasing. They realized, wow, you can stretch, you can go farther, you can see more people. Um,
I left
you know,
Instagram when Will and everybody first came
Yeah,
because
the
that's a
Instagram, bro. Like 3, 4 years ago, it was popping, bro. It was
but see,
nice.
I think the bigger aspect that everybody is missing about the social media platforms is this. If you ask any young dude or any young person, Facebook is for old people, right?
Yeah,
We
for
are
sure.
now the type of money we are charging for dogs, we gonna find that in mostly older people. You feel me? And I think that's why a lot of the dogs are selling more on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook than it is Instagram because these young dudes, they have a different mind frame than somebody older. They do their research, they find the dogs they like, they go get them. Instagram, you ask her 90 million questions for a motherfucker not to still buy the dog.
you can
Yeah.
see where my Facebook dropped off, bro. I mean, you go back 2 years ago, you can scroll down my page, 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, 2,500 likes. I had my fucking page on because I was a ghost before all this shit, bro. I ain't know how to work fucking Facebook. I had my shit on private. Now I got fucking. I don't even know how to turn my shit to a digital creator or
I
whatever they do over there on
got,
Facebook,
well, if you
right?
need some help, bro, tap
And I
in. I
still
got you.
and I still got thousands of followers when you click on my page, on Facebook. But the thing is like what I tell people, they worry about the wrong thing. They worry about likes. I see guys, and I know guys personally that they might post a stud, right? They might get 26 likes, 30 likes, but they're making fucking $500,000 off of that stud this year. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying? You
Zach, that's
got
a fact.
guys, you got
Uh-huh.
guys who are getting minimal likes, you know what I mean? Because they're popular, but they're not popular to,
With with the
how
with
do
the
I
with the
say it,
quality.
to the likes or the formula of getting people to want to like your post or do stuff. They don't give a fuck. They just post. They made their bread. They're still selling
That's
dogs fucking every
me.
day. They,
That's
they
what
do
I
it
was.
all the they do it all the fucking time, bro. There's so many fucking people like that, bro. There's so many people like that. People focus on all the wrong things in this game. Now, if me being a good person, looking out for people, producing nice dogs, and staying to myself, because goddamn well, I mean, I got 12 in-house litters this month, and I got a fucking another fucking 6 that are co-owns. That's 19 litters in one fucking month. I work, bro. I really do this shit 7 days a fucking week, bro. I don't stop working. So if that's popularity, it is what it is. But I never asked for nothing, bro. I just work, and that's how I built my name. I didn't build my name off of nothing other than my work ethic. It was never a stud because I had a platform before a stud.
Yeah,
I sold
I got you.
hundreds of dogs, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dogs, bro, before a stud even came along. You know what I mean? I
Well,
And see,
see, and
got
then
that's me.
another thing, see,
That's
for me, bro, I'm like,
that's me too, bro. Because I told Burnham this a couple of weeks ago. I was like, bro, sometimes I get 2 likes, bro, and within probably 24 hours, the dog is sold overseas. And now you got some people got 200 fucking likes, and they still posting the same dog for months.
well, I think my thing is this, bro. I really feel like if it wasn't for I think the monetization shit really helps as another aspect for profit in the dog community, to be honest with you, bro. Because while people are sitting here waiting for money, like I look at these Instagram motherfuckers, they be live every day, all day. Nobody's monetized, nobody's getting money. You feel me? It makes no sense to me when if you were monetized, you could be pulling in $6, 7, $8,000 a month, even more, just doing your lives or even making your posts.
heavy hitters say you built your name because you came in and dropped the bag. No, it's facts. I came in spending $500,000, but beyond that, I've seen people follow behind me 100 times, bro, and spend 100K in a month on puppies and dogs, 250K on dogs. I know these customers, bro, and these same customers that did it never built a platform, still only had 900 followers, 800 followers, 700 followers, and couldn't sell a puppy and couldn't cut the cheese, and they were out the fucking game.
Bro,
When I
I've seen so
came in,
many
I
people do
bought
that.
dogs, I got to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that
You
happen. I've
gotta have
seen
some
that happen
marketing
so
skills for
often.
sure.
What's up, heavy hitter?
Yeah, the marketing skills is, you know what I mean. Your customer service goes a long way in doing good business. Because if you're doing
But,
bad business, bro, you fuck.
but once again, when it comes to the promotional aspect, bro, people think just because you have numbers means that it's good, and it's not. You feel me? If nobody is following you for your purpose, you're not doing a great job. You feel me? You're not. If you have, bro, I've seen people with 200,000 followers and have problems selling dogs.
May have drawn in the wrong community of fucking followers. But I mean, I won't lie though. There's certain individuals that I can name off that have learned how to work lives and make plenty of fucking money off of it. And they produce fucking extremely nice dogs. You know what I'm saying? And that's the benefit that you do get from a live. You know what I mean? Some other people just use it as a building block to gain followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But there are people who make money off of lives, but there's a very select few
shit,
people that can do it.
you're one of them.
I, to be that honest with you, bro, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. Out of 4 years of going live and fucking around with shit, I don't think I've ever, but maybe once or twice had a customer buy a dog off of
No,
a
I'm
live,
talking,
bro.
but I'm talking
Maybe
about
a
as far.
stud fee or something,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Over the last 2 years, I'm sure you sold a few stud credits off of
No,
lives.
I mean, I'm sure people have seen it or something
Come
like
on,
that,
bro.
but it's not what you think it would be, though. It's not what you think it would be, bro.
No,
Like,
no, no.
not too many people are gonna fucking open up a dog, and I'll never do it that way ever again. Trust and believe that, because you jumped on a bullet, you biting my ass, boy. But I'll never do it again. But I mean, I opened my dog up early, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like I got a boogie son right now. I haven't opened him up yet. You know what I mean? He's 9 months on the first. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's even seen the fucking dog yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm moving a little bit different with this round to go. You know what I mean? I'm not really too much into the early lock-in shit no more. I'm just ready to promote and get to business once the dog's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can undercut yourself and you'll take a lot of lock-ins at 1,500 or 1,000, even just pretending on the age of the dog, because you got to make it make sense for the customers, right? And I did that shit, and it ran up fast and quick. You know, I mean, before Joe was fucking, I think 7 months, 6 months old, bro, he already had multitudes. But that's also the trust and the belief that people have in my program, and I've earned that respect from them people, right? To trust and believe in my dog. But I also think I did it prematurely, because once you do get in that motion and flow of things, and the dog gets a fucking emotion burst, you know what I mean? Sometimes that shit will bite you in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got you, man. Because I'm kind of like, I'm not new to the stud game, but I'm doing the same thing with my boy. But I'm only doing 10, 10 spots, and then I'm gonna close them to the public because I bought him for my yard. I didn't buy him, to be studying them out like that.
No, 100%. I mean, shit. Can't nobody, you know what I mean? Can't nobody disagree with what you're doing. That's how you want to work it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame you.
But they said on the live the other day that the reason people opening up their studs early because they may not live long enough to actually start breeding.
You think so, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think that's why
I
people
don't
do
think
it at
so,
all.
man.
I don't think yes.
You
I
know,
think that's the old Robert McCormick coming out right there is what that is. Just
No,
trying
hey,
to
they know, bro. We was live yesterday for real, so I didn't just make this shit up. I mean, I'm granted, I might have been the one that said it. I don't remember, but
Man, man, you like to start shit, bro, man. I'm about to get off of here, man.
they just
nah,
looking for some bullshit, boy.
nah, this is a good dog conversation. But I do see a lot of studs opening up too early, and I think I think that, I don't know, bro. I think that puts you in a bad situation, opening up dogs at 2 months old, 3 months old. At what point do we like, is the community going to be like, bro, come on now, this is bullshit?
I mean, like I
I
said, to his
don't
their
know,
own,
man.
man. I mean, I ain't got no problem with what people do. Like I started this whole conversation off as I'm not gonna judge the next man and what they
Yeah,
do. And I ain't got no problem with what the next man does. The only thing I can do is focus on myself and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
I agree because it don't affect me what they do anyway, so I don't care.
no, but on the other side, when you do something nice that the people is gonna like, and since you show the puppy maybe 3 months, and they're gonna see the quality of the dog, they will ask, hey, how much you locking? Are you gonna do early locking or not? But a lot of people knows how to pick a dog to use on their program, because it's quality dog, you know, because it has everything what they're looking for, you know.
yeah, but you got to be careful with that because, like I said, even with me, I'm looking at the 3 generation pedigree only from reputable people who I know most of that 3 generations they produced. You feel me? I mean, if you want to get quality, bro, for what you're going for, to me, you have to go that way because all of these one-up stud owners, you feel me, who don't have programs, let's be honest, bro, they can't really tell you what that dog is going to produce. Like I said, I bought Gouda. I can't really, shit, I'm just as shocked as a lot of people when they breed to them. You
A
feel me?
lot,
I'm like,
a
okay,
lot of people don't have the same mindset. You believe it or not, bro. A lot of people don't have the same mindset as what you have neither no more. With these exotics, people are matching up bulls to bulls now. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Some people could give a fuck less about a pedigree, and I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I absolutely don't. You know what I mean? They're matching up dog for dog. They could give a fuck less about a pedigree. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I was looking at Joe, and I'm like, man, he's a nice dog, but I don't think he fits what I'm doing. And then when I finally see his fucking pedigree, I'm like, shit, maybe he does.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like I said, but what I say about studs is every stud isn't everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yes, exactly.
I think the
but the way,
people, I think the people that I see it work better for are people who have multiple studs, nice studs, nice dogs coming up off of nice fucking breedings, and they're taking early lock-ins. I'm cool. I think I'm more comfortable doing that and locking in a dog early when somebody's got 4, 5, 6 studs. Like
Yes.
there's a couple people that I could name off that could probably can pull that off right now in the dog game, and there's only I mean that I can think of right off the top of
Who
my
would you,
head that
who would you say? Who would you say?
I
Oh,
would say
he
Santiago.
came back. He just came
Trap
in.
is one of those guys that
Damn.
can do that for sure. Trap's one of those guys that can do that
Nice,
because
bro.
he's got multiple nice studs. You know what I'm saying? He's got multiple nice studs. He don't just have one stud. He ain't got two studs. He ain't got three studs. He's sitting over there at 4 or 5 studs that are nice and of great quality with great pedigrees. And he's a guy who can pull shit like that off. You understand what I'm saying? He's one of the very few guys, maybe a Ryan Gilliam. And there's probably a couple others
Yeah,
that
see,
I'm not
I
mentioning.
would throw Dizzy in there.
Yeah, 100%. But Dizzy's not too pressed on getting early bird lock-ins. Really, what they're doing is they're legitimately opening
No,
the
no,
dog 7, 8
I would.
months and giving you an opportunity before they shoot that price through the fucking roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I was talking more along the aspects of feeling comfortable giving somebody your money on an early lock-in because they have multiple good studs.
Yeah. But I feel like Trap 100% fits that fucking category. I mean, I feel like that 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I feel
somebody
like
said,
people. I feel like you. It's almost like the stock market. You buy in low. You know what I mean? When that bitch go up, you know what I mean. You get your capital gain on it. You know what I mean? You get your
he
gain
said,
on it.
Tracy K, you ain't produced nothing. That's why I'm on here learning, idiot. Just listen and stop saying dumb shit. You don't hear me asking questions. The man with the dope stud, damn.
But yeah, I mean, I think a lot more guys, you'd be surprised on the OG breeders that don't even fucking pay attention to the pedigrees no more. They're just matching bull for bull now. A lot of them do. A lot of people do.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But see, I used to have a pedigree guy because I didn't want to get into that. They can look at all of this shit. I like these dogs. Let me know what you think. But now I'm getting into it. More serious as far as looking at the pedigrees and what's going on with them, and looking at the bloodlines just reproducing their look.
No,
And looking at what's
and,
going.
and I agree with it. I do the same thing now that I have a stud, and now I'm trying to build off of that stud solely. You know what I mean? Going out
Yeah,
purchasing the
but
shit that I need that comes directly from the source, not the middleman, not the third middleman, not the fourth middleman, but I'll go directly to the source and buy the dogs directly from them of what I need and what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? To add in with Joe now. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. I bought tons of Snoop Devil daughters from the owner of Snoop Devil. I went to Sing. I went to fucking goddamn Dizzy Camp. You know what I mean? I bought multitudes of dogs from each one of those guys, the shit that I needed and what I was looking for.
Yeah, 'cause like,
But it's
like I said, I
directly
mean,
from the source.
yeah, and I'm going directly to the source with everything too. Like I said, even with the purchase of Gouda, I was already going to Dizzy Road, but when the dog opened up for sale, I'm like, let me buy this dog, so it'll help me within my program. So when I start outsourcing to some of these top dogs in these yards of reputable programs, I'm already coming back in with the blood.
how you doing, right?
What's going on?
What's up, Ryan?
But
Yeah,
like I
it's
Mafia
said,
man.
man, there's teach their own. You know what I'm saying? However, I mean, I think that's the worst thing about the game is people are so opinionated on what the next person's doing and not focused enough on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Oh, bro, I said it. That's why I said like people. That's why I said I respect the people that are really putting in work. I really do. Like, there's a lot of people that don't get recognition. Like even with Three Amigos be putting in work. Y'all rarely see him on a live, but you see his name all the time because he's still staying in tune with what's going on in the community. The dopest dogs that's coming out. Who's really working, who's really producing. Fuck the talk that everybody is saying who's producing. He's actually paying attention to what's actually happening.
No, I agree with that. There's a lot of people that still stay in tune with the lives and shit. There's plenty of people that don't even want to be seen on the lives and they're on fake pages because they do want to tune in and watch the motherfucking lives. You know what I'm saying? But act like they don't. You know what I mean?
Man, it shocks me sometimes how many people watch my page and don't say nothing.
That's as long as you got them looking. That's all it matters.
But at the end of the day, like I said, this shit is really about putting in work. you know, and for the comment that was made, like, bro, I've produced dogs. I just didn't feel I was ready for a stud yet. Now I feel I'm ready. And to me, with my experience with dogs, my knowledge when it comes to dogs and breeding, you know, I feel like this is a perfect time now, especially with the bloods that I've put together and the stud that I own and the look that I'm going for. This is the perfect time for a stud. Just because you breed two dogs together does not mean it's time for you to keep a stud. This stud game is something serious, and it's a 1,500 badass studs out there as far as the look goes.
Yeah,
We have to
but
start trying to produce
but
more than just a look. We have to start producing dogs that carry the look that can produce the look too.
oh yeah, you're right about that, bro. But uh, to create a stud on your yard, bro,
This nigga Ryan just came and missed the whole conversation we had.
it's not super easy, you know. But you can produce something like that, you know. But it takes time. It takes time, bro. This is not easy. Like that was telling you know. Honestly, this is a long program, bro. This is not gonna be easy in a few years, bro.
Man, I've been here for so many years, bro, and watched this game keep changing and changing and changing, you know, till it finally got to what I originally got in it for. You know, and it's good, you know. I mean, and not like even some of the newer breeders. Yeah, some of y'all, a lot of y'all have outproduced me, and you guys have been here for years, man. Congratulations to y'all. You know, much respect. But I think what we need to do is really start respecting people that are putting in the hard work.
No, and also for people to respect each other, you know, uh, and stop. No, I don't want to say, it, bro.
Let's
What?
say it, Santiago.
No, but you know, there's people they're crazy, bro. They just want attention.
Oh, of course.
You know, just keep it to yourself, my friend. You got problems at your house or something, just don't bring them over here.
I agree.
You sure you have to stand out in your own way. You're not gonna produce what Disney produced. Shit. I'm finna produce what they produce till I get the look, and then I'm gonna move on. You know, but that's me personally. That's how I breed. A lot of people say, you know, they just breed for certain features. But for me, if you're not locking in those features, what's the point of doing the breeding? You know, because all you now you're gonna do, you might get these features on one dog, and now you breed that dog to everything else, and it lacks everything that your dog has. You know, and then, like I said, once again, this is just me. This is just how I choose to breed.
All right, Ryan. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You know. Oh, Zach jumped off.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so dominant. Like, so what is your main reason
Oh no,
for
I
import?
had my fucking phone muted. My son came out and
Oh,
started talking
What's up?
to me.
What's up, bro?
I said, what is your main purpose for importing?
Get in certain genetics. Trying to lock in certain genetics different dogs that don't have it here, and trying to stay away from certain bloods, bro.
And which bloods would those
I
be?
ain't
And
gonna
what?
say.
Oh, okay. No,
I,
I was, but see, that's what I'm saying. So, what is honestly, bro? What is really the problem with having that talk about why you personally decide to stay away from
because
certain genetics?
sometimes when you state why you staying away from certain dogs or why you staying away from certain bloods, people that's dick riders, they take it to heart. They get butthurt behind it, and I'm not about to be arguing about this or that or why I'm not going to use this dog or why I'm not going to buy into this blood because it's my fucking money. You know what I mean? And I'm not about to argue with nobody about that. It's my vision. You know what I mean?
I feel that, but see that, but that's the thing. We can have all of these conversations on live about bullshit, but when it comes to talking about the honesty behind these dogs, it becomes a problem.
Yeah. It just get a little touchy because people are fans of certain dogs. Like I'm gonna say this, like with the crown shit, I'm trying my best to stay away from it because I think it's oversaturated. I think everybody is going to have it in their yard eventually, but it's too much animosity around it. Like I got the best this,
Kind
I
of
got the
just
best
like
crown
Bape or
shot.
Bulsachi though too. You know what I mean?
You
What you say, bro?
said who?
It's kind of like Bape or Bulsachi for years too, though, right?
Yeah, that's true too. I can agree with that.
I mean, everybody had Bape and Bulsachi. Overseas had Bape,
But
Bulsachi.
I don't think. But Zach, can we honestly say you never had too many people that was trying to say, oh, I had the best vape son, I got the best this. Now with Crown,
Oh
bro,
no, they did it
everybody
for
is,
years.
huh?
They did it for years.
But see, they don't even do that no more. Nobody inspires to even have like now it's the best crown son in the state that they're in. Then it turned into the best crown son in the city
Yeah,
that they're
I
in,
ain't
bro. I can't,
that kind of
I,
thing.
I can't wait till a motherfucker be like, I got the best crown son on my block.
I mean, like I said,
But
bro,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say this
ever.
though. But if I see something that I like on a dog, or I feel like that I can use in my program, of course I'm gonna go get it. But it's not gonna be on outsider's term. It's gonna be on my term because I'm the one that's doing the breeding.
And my era of dogs, bro, people inspired to have the best dog in the world. Didn't matter the
I
blood.
get it, bro.
Didn't matter the stud.
Yeah, but when
You
you
feel
trying to
me?
step on other people, man, you being disrespectful behind a dog, bro. That kind of, man, that's weird to me. You know what I mean? I'm a different type of dude, so it's kind of weird to me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because see, I don't mind stating why I personally decide to stay away from certain bloods or certain dogs. I don't mind. And if the person has an issue with it that owns the dog, my phone number is readily available. Hit me up. We could talk, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's my vision, it's my money, but these are my reasons. And if we're on a dog live having dog conversation, you know, since when is speaking your true feelings about why you stay away from a dog on a dog alive not acceptable? But this bullshit we hear every day is.
You
You
know what I
feel
mean?
me?
Like I said, man, I'm just going a different direction, man. I want to take my program to a different direction, and I'm not breeding pretty much for people. I'm breeding for me.
Yeah.
And everything that I'm incorporating might not be everybody cup of tea. You know what I mean? But it's gonna sell because I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, of course. Like I said, and that's what people got to understand too. Like a lot of people, I keep hearing people say, well, people are afraid to get canceled. I mean, is that really a thing? You feel me?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, what do you mean by that? Get canceled? What's that
Like,
mean?
if I got on here and I'm like, look, like let's just say for instance, I didn't like Joe, right? Since I'm talking to you, and I'm like, oh, I don't like him. He's fucking Easty Westy, or he has a high rear. Or let's just even keep it more professional. I think he's Easty Westy. He has high fucking rear. You feel me? It's just horrible. So I choose to stay away from the blood. You feel me? Now all of a sudden, I think people feel like now you're gonna start going live, like, bro, don't fuck with him, or even behind the door, don't fuck with him, don't fuck with his dogs. You feel me?
I mean, like I said, it brought us back to the very beginning. I mean, everybody has their opinion, but then there's hundreds of people who have seen the dog in person and put their hands on him. I don't really take what people say to heart, bro.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, I
don't.
just
but
do.
I mean,
I don't either.
I mean, I
I
don't,
think that's
I
what
don't really.
pisses people off.
I mean,
Because
people do feel like when they get on a live, you talk bad about their dog, you talk bad about them, it's gonna affect your business. No, it's to be honest, it's just a quick laugh for people. People forget, and then that same person's going off the next day and shipping off a box
yeah,
or two or three. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna have a preference in this dog game of what they're looking for and what they're looking to get. You know what I mean? And you gotta find your lane. You gotta fucking eagle eye it, zero in, and fucking go at it, bro. That's all you really can do, bro.
do you think? How do you feel about the stud game? Do you think it's really hard to be in the stud game?
I think the stud game right now is extremely competitive. It's not built for everybody. No, not especially if you're trying to. If especially if you're not. My fault. This fucking Bluetooth keeps catching it. I apologize. I mean, no, it's extremely competitive. It's not built for everybody. It's definitely not. Not if you're really trying to, sell stud fees. If you're trying to really make money off of the dog, it's not for everybody, bro. It's not. The stud game is not meant for everybody. Stud game can become very, very annoying at times too. You know what I'm saying?
As far as what?
People, vets that don't know what they're doing, numbers, people, the way they breed dogs, not understanding progesterones, not
Did you test?
understanding how dogs ovulate, understanding the reproductive system, understanding that chilled ship semen is a lot different than fresh semen, understanding the differences of how to breed a dog, bro. It can become fucking annoying, bro.
It's it, it's hard sometimes to when you have a few females. Like for example, you got a experience with 20, 30 females already. You've been working, super hard on that, bro. But you already got it. But some people don't know what to do, bro. You know.
Nah, and then you can. I mean, I always say this: you can lead people to the water, but you can't make them drink it. Some people are gonna drink it and they're gonna go with it and they're gonna be successful, and some people are gonna stick to what's cheaper. They'll try to cut angles on progesterones. They'll spend fucking $10,000-$20,000 on a dog, and they'll be trying to cut corners when it comes down to a
A PG.
300 to a fucking $700 surgical and some progesterones, bro. It's just like, what's the fucking point of even doing it, bro? It
Yeah,
makes no sense.
I did 5 PGs on my female, bro, and finally she's right on time. I'm gonna do uh
I got a little
pretty
method
small
like me.
surgical.
I draw a prog every single day. Once my female comes into heat, I wait 3 days. I draw a prog every single day. I'll pull up at the vet, bro, with 9 progesterones on one female, and Doc will start at the very top one and work its way down. You just got to know how to store the blood properly. You got to have the right vial to put it in. It cuts out times, and it leaves you in an area to where you're not gonna miss ovulation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not gonna miss ovulation. But it also depends on how serious you take this breeding shit. It depends on how dedicated you are to wanting to
yes,
get these dogs pregnant.
yes, exactly.
It comes down to the determination. I mean, if you go to the, you could compare it to the streets, you could compare it to a Fortune 500 business, bro. You're only gonna be as successful as what you put into the game. You understand what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
only gonna be as successful to what you give to it, and the determination, the dedication. I mean, people, bro, they'll give up on most. I've ran 4 procs. I'm tired of this shit. This bitch is still at a 2.5 on an IDEX machine. I give up. Bitch is having a split heat. This bitch is having that. I mean, one time, bro, I had Jeezy. I had a boogie litter. I had brother the boogie. Bro, that bitch had the worst split heat I think I've ever seen in history. I did 38 progesterones, end up breeding her on day 44. But see, I stuck to it. I spent all that bread, and what did I end up with? I ended up with a 7-piece. You know what I mean? It just comes down to how dedicated are you to learning this, understanding it, and then applying it. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, my friend.
Yeah, see, I've never done it like that on a split heat. Once I realize it's a
You know,
split heat,
she was
I'll test it probably
she was
once every 2 weeks and then get
Now,
to it
me,
every day.
what makes it easy for me though, like I told you, you know what I mean? Because you're seeing a female go from a 1 to a 4 to a 3.5, back up to a 4, down to a 2.7. You gotta keep testing that bitch, right? You can try to get lucky, and it happens, right? People get lucky every day with breeding dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They put fresh semen in there. They think they did everything perfect, but what they failed to realize is you caught some numbers. You plug this bitch with 3 AIs, and it's fresh semen. It's gonna live inside the dog for up to 6 days. It's easy to do that shit, bro. But when you get into chilled ship semen, so you're in California. California breeds inside of California. It's really hard. I'm one of some people who have tapped into that market heavily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're so used to, like, even the vets out there, they're not even used to seeing chilled ship semen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
They're not
me,
used
I
to
ain't gonna lie,
seeing.
bro. I'll
They're
fly
not
anywhere
the
in
vets.
California and I'll go pick my box up with ice packs and be on my way.
A lot of people that, I mean, it's just when you get into chill ship semen surgicals, me, I was doing, and people know this, I'm doing fucking 40, 50 plus a year, bro. And my success rate is extremely high because once you understand the breeding process, understanding what you're looking for, understanding your window, understanding that you got to be extremely precise with these breeds. Anybody can get lucky. I don't like luck, bro. I never been a lucky guy. I'm just a guy that does everything by the book. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, I get
It's it's like you will get it 100% correct. if you take your time, one, you have to drive. I have to drive. If I have to drive the next day, I will drive the next day. That's how it is.
This game
But
ain't made. I mean, the way this game is developed and what it's turned into, it's not made for a budget. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not made for a budget. You got to be willing to spend money. You got to be willing to take certain types of losses. You got to be built for it because it'll jerk you up out of your soul real quick, man.
Yeah, especially when you put all your money into the dogs and then not realize the shit that and the other shit you have to spend money on when it's time to breed them.
yeah, and I think that's where a lot of problems come in at, man. When it's time to breed, man, they don't have the money for the PG. They don't have the money for the surgical. And so, they'll get a box into their house and try to do, not saying nothing wrong with it. They'll do a regular AI, and they don't know
And that's
first
the
basics
worst
of
thing
doing the
you
fucking
yeah,
AI.
the AI is the worst thing you do. At least you can do a fucking TCI, you know what I mean? Bypass the cervix, you know what I'm saying? Do something. A TCI is better than an AI with chill ship semen. But have I seen people do it and it take and them have litters? Of course I have. But I guarantee you, if I give you 30 dogs and you had 30 fucking goddamn boxes shipped in and you bred all them bitches, I
You're
guarantee
gonna
you
get two.
25% of them take.
Yeah, for sure. But I like surgicals, man. I prefer to put it right there at the egg and be done. You know what I mean?
3, 4, or 500 breedings that I've done. I've never, ever done an AI or a TCI. Even with my females in-house, all of them are surgicals.
Yeah.
Everything I
Um,
do is surgical. Fresh semen surgical, chilled chip semen
So why
surgical.
do you why do you do surgicals in house?
Me,
what you mean?
personally?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the
Person, I'm talking to
dog is
Jack.
One,
there.
you know exactly when those puppies are due. 2, I know exactly when she ovulates. 3, you're going to get the best conception rate of
Of
the
the
amount
semen.
of puppies you're looking for. It's just the best way for me to breed a
Now,
dog.
is
See,
this
I'm not one of
like
I'm not
is this a
I'm
scientific
I'm
fact
I'm
or is this is just what you've seen doing
no,
it so
it's a
many times?
scientific fact for sure. I mean, if you want to be precise with stuff, unless you want to be sticking a probe up a dog for fucking
No, no.
goddamn 3, 4, 5
I
days.
mean, as far as the amount of puppies.
Yo, yeah, for sure. I mean, you're getting the best success rates. You're dropping the semen. I mean,
It's
100%.
right
A
there at the egg.
surgical is your best success rates. Surgical
Yeah,
is your
because
by
they don't have to
far
swim nowhere.
veterinarian fucking proven fact. Fucking, it's the best success rate to breed a dog. Especially our types of dogs, English bulldogs, any of these dogs. Absolutely. Now you got to remember. Now let's get to the basics of things. Most people don't know what pulling is. Most people don't know that these dogs
Yeah.
have multitudes of underlying fucking health issues. Meaning you could go into a fucking breeding doing an AI. This dog's slightly pulling. She's already got a slight infection in there. They're not doing the right fucking, pre-breeding cultures, meaning, whether it's how they clean their dogs out, what they do. Dogs have thickened bladder linings, thickened liver linings,
And the
all
type of
sorts of kinds of things.
antibiotics they use too, because some antibiotics kill semen.
It does.
No, let me guess what you guys are about to say, Batrio.
I
What
wasn't
you
gonna
say?
say anything.
What antibiotics kills semen?
Fucking damn, this nigga just got me on the fucking
Well,
uh
Batrio is going to be your strongest antibiotic, right?
Yeah, but
yeah.
Well,
Batrio,
y'all give
every
the
dog.
antibiotics before the breeding?
Absolutely, bro.
No,
Bro, I'm telling you right now,
He
bro.
said
bro.
not true.
I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Four,
I do
500
everything
fucking
natural, man.
four,
When it comes
500
to
out of
go
Hey
all
ahead.
the
bees,
breedings
hey
I've
bees,
ever
that
done.
is true, brother. Look it up, bees. If you're saying certain antibiotics don't kill semen, look it up.
No, Baytril affects nothing to do with the semen. It pertains on how long you use it. See, Baytril I will use day three of the heat cycle. I'll start Baytril. I don't finish my Baytril till 5 days after the surgical. If you come to do a surgical with my veterinarian, which is one of the best in the fucking nation, he's gonna send you home with 5 days of Baytril. Now, where you get into effects and you get into a risk zone is when you start using it up to 10 days. You can start to cause certain issues and problems. Fucking, it can kill shit. It can do certain stuff. If a dog is 20 days pregnant, you can't use Baytril. The only thing that you can
I'm
use is amoxicillin and Clavamox, but Baytril does not kill semen.
Yeah, but let me
Because
make this clear. I'm not
I use
saying, hold on.
Selenol.
Hey, I'm not saying do not clean your females out. I'm saying watch what you use when you do.
Yeah, but I'm giving you the strongest antibiotic known to a dog, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So, what other antibiotics would kill
I got
dog
you. I'll
semen?
send. I'll send you. I'll send you a list.
That isn't now. Like this is what I tell people all the time. Most of these reproductive vets around the nation, right? They're not doing their due diligence. Most of these reproductive vets don't go to their 6 to 12 seminars a year. You know what a VIN is? I'm going to give you guys an example. What's a VIN to a veterinarian? What's a VIN? Anybody?
No,
No, I don't know, bro.
VIN is what vets hold. VIN is for only vets and vets only. This is where vets go in, they write papers on surgeries, they write up-to-date methods on breeding, up-to-date methods on maybe a soft and elongated palate surgery where they write a paper. VIN is for veterinarians and veterinarians only. Now, when you go into a VIN, right, when you go into a VIN, you can see how up-to-date their schooling is. You got diplomated vets that I've had to deal with Joe, right? A diplomated vet, I'll tell you exactly where he was located, in Alabama. He's a diplomated vet, which means he's got the highest education as a veterinarian. He's not a specialist in reproductive, but he is a specialist. But he's a specialist in everything. A diplomated vet is what it's called. But when Dr. P goes into the VIN, he doesn't even know who Dr. Robert Hutch is, which Dr. Robert Hutch is the best reproductive vet in the fucking whole nation, right? He's located in Ohio. He has one of the most successful, most researched practices in the whole United States. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Two, these vets, what they do is they get their education and what they learned at that time. This diplomatic vet, for instance, he got his education. His last seminar, meaning meeting up with other veterinarians, strolling through the VIN, learning the new techniques of breeding and how these dogs are and the new breeds that we have and stuff like that, was in 1999. So his whole breeding method and his veterinarian clinic, which he claims to be the #1 reproductive vet in Alabama, his last seminar or his last updated lesson, right, was in 1999. Is that somebody you want breeding one of your exotic bulls?
Fuck no.
My reproductive vet goes to 6 to 12 seminars a year, and he holds seminars. So the biggest thing is the way we breed these dogs changes on a every 2 to 3 year basis. There's new science, there's new, fucking I'm looking for the word, my fault. There's new ways to do things. Like a lot of things changed in 2018. There's new ways. A lot of vets will tell you, see, real vets, Ryan will probably attest to this because he deals with Dr. Robert Hutchison. Dr. Robert Hutchison, to real breeders, he'll tell you, but he's not going to tell the public this. And I don't even like talking about this shit because it gets into a lot of discrepancies. And people have been breeding for 10, 20 fucking years. And they're stuck in that bubble of breeding like somebody from early 2000s. They don't know how to accept information because they're so used to a certain way, right? But Dr. Robert Hutch, my vet, any educated vet, Jamie out in California, which owns about 15 veterinarian clinics and fucking is retired now and makes 10, $20 million a year. Baytril not only will clean your female out and make her more susceptible to taking, but it also increases the size of the litters with our breed. This is coming from the leading reproductive specialists in the world, but they will not put that out to the public. And you know why? It's just like Oxycontins, Percocet, Xanax. People start to, now when your dog gets a UTI, hit the bitch with Baytril. Your dog just stubbed his toe, use Baytril. Your dog fucking just got an ear cropping, use Baytril. No, you can't do that shit because you can cause C. diff. A dog can become immune to the medication and then it will further no work. It won't work no more for you the way it to work. So with me, with Baytril, the only time I use it is for a heat cycle, for breeding, or unless it's a major surgery and the dog has to have it. So when I use Baytril, I only use it for breeding purposes.
Yeah, because see, I used to use antibiotics just to, just on a regular basis every like 6 months. But this was when I first got in the game and didn't realize that dogs could become immune to antibiotics.
Pertaining on how you use them.
Yeah.
Pertaining on how you use them. I mean, Pio, when you get a severe case of Pio or your
Yeah.
dog gets hormonal pyometra or nothing like that, people will try to use Clavamox and amoxicillin. It's not going to get rid of it. Now, if your dog, I would advise you, just because now I'm going to be more political, if your dog has no pyometra, just stick to fucking Clavamox and amoxicillin to clean your dog out. You know what I mean? Me personally, I use Baytril every fucking single time. You know what I mean? You're only breeding a dog 4 times in its lifetime, for me at least, and that's maxing it out. Most of the time, I might only do 3 times. When I'm done after 3 times, a bitch is ready for me to retire. Because if I haven't done what I needed to do with her by then, it's not gonna happen, right? I'm not gonna use these dogs like fucking tools and money makers. I'm gonna get what I gotta get out of these dogs up to 3 breedings. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm done and I'm rid with them. If this bitch is an ultimate producer and she's done something for me out of every fucking litter and done her fucking job, I'll do 4 as long as Doc gives me the go ahead. You understand what I'm saying? I do not use and abuse my females. My females
Hey, bro,
get
that's that
fixed
old
and I
school way,
find
bro.
homes.
But that's
I
the old
fix
school
them.
way
I find them homes.
because now I don't know about the newer breeders, man, but they might only have a few females that they using, so they'll breed that bitch 4 or 5 times and think that's okay. That bitch need time to rest too. Like, I don't breed my bitches back to back. A lot of people
Well, I
breed
think
bitches
I
back to
mean, if
back.
I'm not mistaken, they say that if I'm not mistaken, they
Yeah,
say that would be the best way to
no,
do it if you're going to breed the
100%.
bitch.
Dr. Robert Hutz, like once again, going off the #1 reproductive specialist in
What,
the
breed them
United
back to back?
States, right?
Yeah,
Breed a
that's the best way
dog.
to do
He
it.
will recommend you to breed a dog 3 times, then give it a break if you're going to go a 4th time. They all, any of your best reproductive specialists will
Yeah, for sure.
recommend you to breed them 3 times in a row because you start to gain problems after that. If you skip a heat, whether it's closed cervix pyometra, it's this, it's that, whatever it may be, you start to run into a lot more problems. Now, not always, but science
Especially
and
with
years of
especially with
evidence
surgical.
science and years of evidence, it says, and most of your best reproductive vets are going to tell you, breed that bitch 3 times, retire her. Like my vet would tell me, breed this bitch 3 times in a row, retire her, or breed her 3 times in a row if she's an ultimate producer, give her a break, and then breed her a 4th time, and then retire her permanently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a bitch that that ever got pale, and I've been
You
breeding
don't
for
have to.
years.
You
I'm
don't
just
have to have a bitch that
saying.
actually catch it. It's just recommended if you're gonna breed the bitch, just breed her. Retire. Because that third time, they're definitely gonna be checking for scar tissues and all type of hematomas and everything like that. And if she's cool, they might say give her a break and breed her again.
If you've got a really good reproductive specialist, every time he goes in there, he's going to break the scar tissue down. See, that's another thing. A
Yeah.
lot of California people, bro, I'm going to tell you right at the end of the day, I'm in the mix heavy, bro. I always have been for years and years and years and years. They're using backyard people. They're using guys down at the stores. They're using guys over here. They're using these guys. They're never really using real vets. They're using a lot of backyard fucking veterinarians, and they're not knowing what they need to do when they go up in there. Like Doc, every time he goes into one of my female, he's breaking down all that scar tissue. I could show you if I had more time right now. I could show you a female that's retired on my yard, had 4 litters, and you it looks like it did the first time I fucking cut her open for a surgical. It comes down to that vet. You know what I'm saying? It comes down to how good is he at what he does. And when he cuts her open, what work is he doing once he gets in there other than just shooting the fucking semen into the uterine horn? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big part of this too. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff with a vet will make you and break you in this dog game all across the United States, bro.
And to be honest with you, a lot of some of these backyard vets, all they know how to do is a surgical or a C-section. That's it.
So
Yep, yep.
let me ask you this, Zach. So you got your own PG machine, or you just go strictly to the vet?
Absolutely not. You will only ever see me use a true real mini Vitus machine or a real IDEX Catalyst one. I won't use none of the other machines. I've played with them. I've owned them. I've calibrated them. I have a doc calibrate them. it's never what I need it to be. You know what I'm saying? Juan Foes, V checks, for all these fucking,
Well, can I DM
knockoffs.
you when we get off of here, man? Because I'm looking into grabbing an IDEX probably within the next week or
You
so.
can't grab one. That's the
Oh,
thing
you
about it.
can't?
You can't get IDEX or a mini Vitus. Okay, so I'll school you on this. So when you own an IDEX machine, a real IDEX Catalyst one, the only way you could own one is if you're vet, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the process of getting a real mini Vitus put into my man cave. And what has to be done is your doctor's gonna have to go with his LLC and trust you a lot and make your house a secondary laboratory. Okay, it has to be a registered laboratory to have that machine in there. An IDEX is not just an IDEX machine. It's hooked up to also a computer system, which is logged in and plugged in and then connects to the main IDEX company, right? The tabs
Okay.
that you get for an IDEX machine can only be purchased by a veterinarian. You cannot purchase them as a civilian. You have to be a doctor. You have to be a veterinarian to purchase the slips. Now, with the mini Vitus machine, they're so particular about what they'll do, right? That Doc had too many Vituses. He had one at his house because my Doc also breeds Dobermans and he breeds fucking Frenchies as well, right? He had one at his house, one at the clinic. Well, now he wanted to move both down to the clinic because, it just keeps things a little bit more sped up. You can run more PGs at a time and stuff. He wanted to get it down there. Well, they wouldn't allow him to move it. They wouldn't allow him to move it. He had to actually call Mini Vitus, the actual corporation, right? And they sent a person in from California. He lives 2 minutes away from his veterinarian clinic, bro. They took it 2 minutes down the road and then set it up for him in his veterinary clinic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow.
I got you.
And as well with the real Mini Vitus, you can only get those as veterinarians, the slips and the tabs that you need in the serum that you need to get them done.
So you saying all this shit that these motherfuckers got is just fake?
He dropped off.
Who's that?
Yeah, he dropped off. He dropped
Maybe.
off or he kicked him out.
Okay, maybe I'll bring him. Let me see. Bring him back.
Yeah, I'm about to DM him, man, because
Yeah, because I definitely didn't know
I
that.
think he got a phone call, bro.
I'm glad I
Phone-
asked. That's why I asked, man.
Well, his phone call.
Oh, he back. He
Huh?
back. He said he swiped out on accident. He back.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, because
Hey, this
I
the live's
definitely
ain't
didn't
about
know
to end,
that.
huh, Santiago?
Huh?
The live's not about to end, huh?
No, not yet. I don't know, but as soon as they enter, I'll start one more time.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the money part. I want to know.
Yeah, my fault. I actually swept out when I went to grab my drink, but no,
Hey, bro,
yeah,
if you don't mind, can I DM you, bro? Because I'm looking at trying to get
absolutely.
best PG machine,
Yeah,
man. Because I stay in the
I
country,
mean,
man.
to me, and this is my daily routine, right? Like I just bought property where my doc lives in Croswell, Michigan, and I'm actually getting ready to start building a house out there. But see, my journey is I gotta fucking drive 2 hours to the vet. Every time I pull Joe, a 2 hour drive. Every time I go to do progesterones, 2 hour drive there. It's a 2 hour drive there, 2 hour drive back. It's every fucking single time, but I do it every single time because that's the type of dedication that I have to make sure I get shit done right. And he's the best in the state of Michigan and one of the best in the nation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I have
Yeah, I'm in the same boat too. So
it's
that's why I
it's
said
it's a fucking bitch, bro. It's a bitch. Trust me, it's a fucking bitch. But I fucking do it, bro. I wouldn't
yeah, but I need a PG at
love
the
to.
house.
Other PG machines, bro. I mean, I can't honestly recommend you anything outside of a real mini Vitus or an IDEX machine. That's where you strike. That's where the numbers are accurate. I've had plenty of homeboys in Detroit, right? That will go off the one for now. If you're plugging your dog with fresh semen and stuff like that, those machines are a little bit better when you're doing shit in house and stuff like that. I rightfully so. But if you're doing surgicals and you got to be precise, or you're getting chill ship semen in and stuff like that, I always recommend people to use a real mini Vitus machine or an actual real IDEX machine. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And making sure you catch ovulation, because ovulation is the most important thing when it comes to breeding a dog in general.
Yeah, because I go to the vet for everything, but man, I stay out in the country, bro. It's hell.
Now, I'm in the same position. Doc was gonna, because my process on getting this house put together and stuff might take me a year. So we're in the process of right now. Like I was gonna give him, like I think like a real mini Vitus, a brand new mini Vitus, up to date version of a mini Vitus. God damn, I'm tongue tied. An up to date version of a mini Vitus machine, pertaining on what state you are in or who you're buying it from, is like, I want to say it's like 30,000, about 30K for the brand new one. And then for an IDEX machine, you're looking at somewhere between 40 and 60, pertaining on what type of warranty you get with that machine. If you go with the lifetime and everything else, plus you have to pay a monthly fee for using their computer system as well. You know what I mean? So Doc, what he told me is he would sell me that secondary mini Vitus machine for 15K, make my man cave a secondary laboratory so I don't have to be on the road as much. This is also why you heard me earlier say I'll draw progs every single day, right? I don't want to take I don't want to be driving progs back and forth to the bed every single fucking day. So what I do is I'll pull the blood myself, I'll put it in the right vial, I'll store it in my fridge accordingly, and then I'll take all my progesterones in at one time and see where my dogs are at. He'll start at the very last one I drew, and if he's got to work his way down to ovulation, that's what he'll do. And then sometimes I might take 4 or 5 progs in, and that bitch just now hit a fucking 1.5.
Yeah.
But I only paid for 1 prog. Those other 4 progs I just throw away. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how I do it to conserve on time of driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if I can get the money, is not a problem. If I can get my fucking hands on one, I sure buy one. Sure.
It really comes down to and I believe, like all of us, I'm sure you got the money. It just the biggest thing that you're going to run into the bump in the road is you got to have a registered vet do all that shit for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest key. And if you got that, then you're good. Getting a mini Vitus machine through them is simple. You just say, hey, I got the money. I want a mini Vitus machine. And then you got to make my house one of your laboratories. It's got to be considered a laboratory. So when they come install it and put it in there, it's considered a laboratory.
Yeah, I got you.